it comes on here. Hello, Senya. Tiffany.
Do you remember the plant we chose for Bloomscape?
Palm bamboo. Hello, Stronger and Wiser. Y'all let me know. Can you hear us? Hello, ACNC12. Hello, Safe. Hello, Obble Cakes. Hello, Abe. Justin. Hey, Sarah. Hello, Taylor. Sam, my man. Laura, Araceli, Rebecca, Christy, Chelsea, Stronger and Wiser, Palm Mamable. We coming in okay? We're on location in Corpus Christi at a restaurant called Doc's. It's a very busy restaurant, very nice restaurant.
I'm about to throw up. I ate so much.
We are so full.
And I'm just a mess. Beach hair, don't care. What a mess.
RV life is the best life.
My face is still a little swollen.
Christy, I'm hanging in there. I'm a little disheveled.
This is what I'm going to look like, the final product. That's my goal.
I want to look like this from the side.
My goal is this. It's nice, honey.
Well, watch. Oh, Safe. What did we not eat? What did we not eat? Bacon wrapped shrimp.
It was our last night of vacation, so we just went.
Clam chowder, crab stuffed flounder, ahi tuna. What else? Calamari salad.
French fries.
Coleslaw.
You say crab stuffed flounder?
Yeah, crab stuffed flounder.
Crab cakes, bacon wrapped shrimp.
Crab cakes, bacon wrapped shrimp.
Seafood salad. It's a lot. A mega Bloody Maria. Y'all, I can't finish it. It's too much.
Yeah, Kelly had a big Bloody Maria. I had 3 hot toddies.
You still have to finish your hot toddy. Alan's still not feeling well. I hope y'all are praying for him.
Such a bit.
I pray for you.
Prayer warriors?
I pray for you.
Prayer
I
chain?
pray for you when you don't feel well.
You do? Thank
Love
you.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah. I know Sarah means it. Melissa, we went to Scuttlebutts.
We were there last night. Yesterday?
I think.
Yeah, yesterday.
I think.
We were there yesterday after we did the aquarium. We went to the radio station, and then we went to Scuttlebutts.
All right, let's do her here. Ready to get her done?
You ready?
Yeah, let's get her done.
Dive in. Oh, Alan's ready to go. Yeah, he ain't got time for this. We're just hoping for the best, y'all. We had a lot of technical issues the last podcast, but we had to go back and fake record some stuff. It was the next morning. And thank y'all to everybody that tuned into the stereo and sent us in questions. We appreciate you so much for doing that, because that makes it go a lot smoother and more fun for us when y'all participate. It was really a lot of fun. Our phone screener said she had to screen a few people out for being lewd, but I don't think it was you guys. Apparently some kid kept calling her and telling her he was going to kill her. He kept calling her a B word. We're calling me because they think they're talking to me, and she's screening it. And so they were going to kill me, and it was just some kid and calling me the B word. So that's what we have to deal with sometimes. Look at my face, though, babe. Look how swollen it still is.
Well, this isn't a great angle.
It's so bad.
Hey, wait. Let's put the laptop on our to-go box.
Still bad. It's still swollen. That's better. That's better.
The video is on our to-go box, guys.
All right. You ready? We're going to try this and pray to God that everybody can hear.
All right, so
y'all might not be able to hear, so y'all have to go back. Y'all are going to have to go back and listen to the podcast.
What are we talking about? Our last day here?
Yeah, our last day here, what we've done, and then I've got that baby name stuff. The best boys make as much noise as they can first. There we go.
They're just throwing the shit in the tubs over there. They don't care.
Ready, Freddy? My face is very swollen, but you're so sweet. Thank you. See, it's still swollen. I'm opposite. This side is really swollen. The bruising has gone down a lot, though. Oh, it's still a little bruised. Getting better. You ready, honey?
Well, I got to turn the recorder on. Oh, shit.
Water pressure in the RV? Oh, Helen. Oh,
Well, it won't record without the
Well, that's good. We'll talk about the water pressure. I had a shower since we did the last podcast. That's right. There you go, babe.
I have shampoo called Hello Moisture.
He does.
This is going to be the most wheels off podcast ever,
Or
by
it
the
could be
way.
the best.
Okay, this is going to be extremely wheels off.
Or it could be the best. We don't know. We have no faith.
Hold on. Bop, 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 bop. Sound check.
1, 2, me, 2, you.
Got to be careful. There are children around.
Hey, Melanie. Hey, Katie.
Yeah, I got to be careful. Testes 1, 2. Testes 1, 2.
Keeping it real simple.
Ready?
Yep. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. We are on location. It makes me really excited when we do this in new locations. It keeps it exciting for us because we never know what's going to happen. But I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, I'm Alan. A train in the
Oh,
house.
see, now he gets all shy. He's getting all shy.
There are children.
There are children.
There are children within earshot.
But that's okay. We're not going to do anything lewd or vulgar.
Well, they just walked off, so now we can be
Be as
lewd
lewd
and
and vulgar as you want.
because there are people drinking, having a good time.
Yeah, we're recording this on St. Patrick's Day night.
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day night. And Alan and I are both wearing army green. That's the only green we had packed in our RV, but we were lucky enough to remember to do that. So that's good.
Because we're part Irish, right?
I did my DNA test and I found out I really was. Like a good chunk of me is Irish.
Good eye, mate.
Yeah, like a good chunk. Did you do your DNA?
Well, it's pretty easy for me.
I know, but still it's interesting because your dad is white. Your mom is from the Philippines.
Yeah, but Evans, he's like Welsh.
Well, you don't know 100% what your
Welsh
dad
and
is.
English.
So I found out, I'm a lot English. I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me. But I remember I was really pleasantly surprised that when Irish stuff happens, I can say, hey, I'm part Irish too. I'm not lying like a lot of people do on St. Patrick's Day. But there you go.
If you have red hair, aren't you a little bit Irish?
I guess that would be the assumption. But we are actually in Corpus Christi still. This is our last night of our RV road trip. Tomorrow we're packing up and heading home. We think it's going to be about a 7.5, 8 hour drive. We think our marriage can take it just one more day. But for our last night, we heard so much about this restaurant called Doc's Seafood because it's on the water and it has the most incredible sunset. That's what it's known for. And so we got the primo spot right on the upper deck. And literally when the sunset started coming out, everybody raced up to the banister with their cell phones and were taking photos of this beautiful sunset at Doc's. Not to mention the food is awesome.
The food is amazing.
We are both up to our gills. Get it?
A good one, babe.
Good one.
That's
Was that a
good,
good
clean
one?
joke. Here's the
We're
thing.
up to our gills in seafood right now.
With seafood, I expect seafood
Yes.
in the seafood.
Yeah.
You know how you go to some places and the clam chowder is like all potatoes and all cream?
Yeah, you said this while we were eating it.
All clams.
All clams.
All clams in the clam
Crazy.
chowder.
And we got that. We had a
Crab
seafood
cakes.
salad. We had bacon wrapped shrimp. We got a stuffed flounder. We are so full. And guess what we're having right after we wrap up this podcast?
Fried cheesecake.
Deep fried cheesecake. Because it's our last night of vacation, y'all. We're going out with a big bang. And Doc's is nice enough to let us, because we knew we were going to be coming out. They said, you could do your podcast from here. So we're happy to be here. And they've been so nice to us.
Thank you, Docs. Yeah,
When you
they've
come
been
to Corpus
very
Christi,
nice.
you got to come to Doc's for dinner. All right. So we're going
And
to
they,
get.
I'm sorry, baby. And they make a heck of a hot toddy.
Yes, a lot of you have reached out. Because
Yes.
Alan has not been feeling well.
Right.
And in the
prayer chains.
in the Facebook groups, people have been starting prayer chains.
I know when I'm being mocked, you guys.
And
I can tell.
I think they're going to do a food circle.
Yes.
And I think some people are really adamant about bringing ambrosia. So we're going to have a lot of food when we get home, but we're going to try to do better because we have just let loose.
You know, someday when I'm not around, they're going to be sad that they mocked me about being sick.
No, they're not.
Oh.
No, they're not. They're going to know that you secretly enjoy it. But we slept with the windows open in the RV. We were really, like, the first couple of days in Corpus Christi, very overcast, heavy fog, misty the whole time. But today, the sun came out miraculously. It's been a gorgeous day. But our time here has been well spent because, you know, the aquarium, the USS Lexington, the things we've gotten to do inside. It doesn't matter what the weather is. You can still do those things. But we slept with the windows open, and that moist salt air just did a number on Alan's throat.
It was moist.
Yeah, but I didn't get it.
You didn't?
I didn't, but Alan did.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
I went to the pharmacy. I said, can you please, you can go to the pharmacist and ask for help. And I went and asked for help. And I said, my husband slept with the windows open and his throat hurts. And I was going to buy all this other stuff. She said, if it's just his throat hurting, you don't need all that other gunk. Just get him like Cepacol because it has a numbing agent in it. And she showed me the CVS brand. She said, I'll tell you that she has the same exact ingredients. You can get whatever you want.
That numbed my whole damn tongue.
Yeah, so that worked really well. Yeah, we got him the Cepacol knockoff CVS brand.
They seriously made my tongue numb.
And she said you can take ibuprofen, so we got that.
Yes.
And then today I went back and got him some Advil cold and sinus because that's my miracle.
I want also what makes me feel better, guys, are lots of messages and DMs and Facebook messages and text messages telling me how you're praying, how you wish my throat didn't hurt. How I'm a poor dumpling.
Oh, you're a poor dumpling?
Somebody in the live studio audience just called me a poor dumpling. A poor dumpling. I like being called a poor dumpling.
That's sweet.
Yes, it's very sweet.
And he's had 3 hot toddies tonight, so he's feeling no pain.
I am feeling no pain.
Yeah, I went to a Texas Tech game in Lubbock many years ago, and I was feeling not good. And we went to a tailgate. And they gave me a hot toddy. I'd never had one before. And I was scared of it because, it's whiskey and lemon and honey. And it's supposed to have a cinnamon stick. They don't have a cinnamon stick.
And it is good.
But it was so good on my throat. And so I told Alan, let's see if they'll make you one. And they didn't make him one. They made him 3. So he's feeling pretty good.
I asked for 3.
Yeah. But they made you 3.
They did.
And they made me a Bloody Maria as big as my head. It was so big I couldn't even finish it.
As big as your head?
Well, Alan, seriously.
Show him.
It's as big as my head.
It is. It's one of those guys, if you can imagine, let me paint you a visual picture. It's a meal. It's a fishbowl margarita glass, about as big as Kellie's head, and it had a bacon strip, a pickle, olives, what else?
Cherry peppers,
pepperoncinis,
I'm so full.
Lime.
Everything. It's so good. So anyway, we could go on and on about the food and drinks at Doc's, but y'all need to come to Corpus Christi and check it out for yourself. But in the meantime, we've got lots to get to. I know last podcast I teased you all with the information. I was about to take my first shower in the RV. We have to tell you how that went. And also the catastrophe that happened to our RV neighbors.
Oh, gosh.
We got a lot to get to. Because, RVing is not always fun and games, people.
And it is not for the faint of heart sometimes. Stuff happens.
And we felt so bad. There was nothing we could do. I told Alan we should go over there tonight and say, you a vodka or a wine drinker? As we got that, we might have to offer her something because that woman had a nightmare on her hands to deal with. But we never know what you're going to get when you RV. It could be all fun and games, or you could have a little bump in the road every once in a while. Alan and I have been very fortunate. It's been a perfect trip for us. So we get to all that. But first, what Alan and I were doing for months, literally months, is we had this one corner in our living room at home that didn't get a lot of light. It was like a dark corner, but it needed something. And Alan and I were both dead set on getting a plant to go in that corner. I was like, Alan, and he's like, we don't want to do a fake plant. We're not fake plant people. We wanted something that would thrive. And Alan threw something up there and it didn't work. So I went online and I started searching You know, we want one like an Asian themed plant.
Yes.
That work good. And I listed all the requirements: little to no light, but a tall plant. You know, I wanted a good about 4 to 5 feet maybe. And I found this website called
Bloomscape.
And we ordered. What did we order from there, honey? You're the guy that picked out the one we ordered.
It's a it's a palm bamboo.
A palm bamboo.
Easy for me to say.
And it met all the criteria we had for our indoor plant needs.
Low care,
low light, and still that Asian flair. And I couldn't believe.
But beautiful plant.
Beautiful, and I couldn't believe, and it came in a beautiful pot too. Bloomscape just checked off all the boxes, and we were trying on our own, and we failed. Here's the thing about Bloomscape: they are now one of the sponsors of the sandwiches and Lovin. So what a coincidence that we found them through this lucky me just searching around. But Bloomscape delivers healthy plants right to your door, plus all the grow how you need to help them thrive. Because I don't know a lot about plants. Luckily, Alan does. But they help you with the knowledge you need, because I would kill whatever we get. I don't know. But Bloomscape has the pros, and thousands of people have already upgraded their spaces like us with beautiful indoor plants from Bloomscape. But now Bloomscape is also taking over outside with their new outdoor bloom kits. So during the winter, when it was kind of gloomy outside, you wanted to bring the outdoors in, it's time to go back outside. And Bloomscape can help you there too. So if you want to check out what they have online, I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. They have a variety of young plants, accessories, tools, and supplies, everything you need to get your patio or your porch springtime ready. They've got patented shipping technology. Alan, tell them how beautifully that was packed when it came in.
Oh, I couldn't believe that they had a plant in there. I mean, it was packed, so nothing got damaged.
Yeah.
You know, the leaves didn't get damaged, the stems weren't damaged, everything was perfect.
And it didn't, and we had a big one too.
It was a big plant.
It was gigantic. So you'll get a happy, healthy plant delivered right to your doorstep. And Bloomscape will ship at the perfect time to arrive after the last winter frost. So the plants you order for outside will grow healthy and strong. Their kits are completely customizable. You can mix and match sizes and colors, and Bloom kits come with a mix of annual plants suited for your personal environment.
So get 15% off plant orders of $100 with promo code SandwichBloomscape.com.
No, the promo code is sandwich. Go to bloomscape.com.
Okay.
It was typed poorly, honey.
Okay. So we're going to do that again.
Yes.
Just to be clear, you want to get 15% off plant orders of $100 with promo code SANDWICH. And you want to go to bloomscape.com.
Right.
That's 15% off plant orders of $100 or more at bloomscape.com. Use promo code SANDWICH.
Yeah, a little typo, but Alan figured it out.
Little Ron Burgundy of me there, but
that's okay. You took it very literally,
I'll
honey.
pretty much read anything that's in front of me.
Bloomscape.com, promo code
SANDWICH.
Why can't they make the promo code Alan? No, they made it.
Why do you have
sandwich.
to? Why do you have to do that? Why do you got to kick a guy when he's down?
I know, when you're sick.
I'm
sorry.
I have a sore throat. You want to kick me while I'm down?
I'm sorry.
Why you want to kick me while I'm down?
I'm sorry. My fault.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about what everybody wants to know. My shower experience in the RV. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that bad. The thing is, I got the water temperature perfect because the water in this RV boils to scalding your skin off levels. But Alan, after hearing him jump in and scream a couple times, I learned to get it all adjusted before I got in there. So I mixed it just right. The temperature was perfection. The water pressure, not so much. It was very light on the water pressure. And I can stand up straight in the shower, but the shower head probably hits me, I'd say, from my throat down. That's about where it hit me, right?
Big people.
We're big people.
Oh, people can't believe when they see us in person.
So
they always say that.
I kind of was doing a squat thing for a while.
Huge.
Yeah, we're very huge.
Yeah.
So I was kind of doing a squat thing for a while to get my hair wet. And then Alan reminded me, you could take the hose off. So it was handheld, so I could do that. That was good. But to get the shampoo out of my hair, I was rinsing and rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. It took me forever. And it wasn't a lot of room to move around. The thing it grosses me out is like when my body touches the shower curtain or the walls. It totally grosses me out. I don't want any part of me touching that when I'm in the shower. So I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. I'm sure you can. Alan, I don't think even thinks about stuff like that.
I don't even think about it. I took 3 showers in the RV, and then I just decided to try the park shower. So I've been rolling over there to the park shower shirtless and walking back shirtless.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a funny bit.
And how was the shower facility?
It was okay. I mean, I'm usually not too squeamish, but this time I wore my flip-flops in the shower.
Oh, you should. I wore them in the RV.
Yeah.
I wore my flip-flops in the RV shower.
I just ran out of, I don't know, I wouldn't do that, but whatever.
I did.
But I
didn't want to touch nothing.
I ran out, and I said this on the last podcast, I ran out of my own body wash, so I had to use Kellie's vaginal body wash. And then
it's feminine wash. He just likes to say
but it's for
vagina
vagina.
Well, it's also you can use it for your body. It's just pH
Which
balance.
leads me to another question that came up on social media. One of our friends, and I'm not going to name her. I could name her, but I'm not going to name her. She said that the V is a self-cleaning organ. And I said, you mean like a
you still got to wash it.
Like a self-cleaning oven?
You still got to wash it.
At which point another one of our friends said, my oven ain't self-cleaning.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, whoa, I'm out of this. I don't know what any of this means. But maybe you can clear this up for us.
I wash it. That's what I'm just going to say right there.
You wash it?
Alan, you wash everything. Stop it. We're not going to get graphic. Everybody knows
I'm not
what we're
getting
talking
graphic.
about.
It's just like washing your hands. Do you wash the V?
We discussed this ad nauseum. You can use feminine hygiene wash everywhere. It's fine. I even used it on my face today because guess what I had to do today? I had to take a second shower. The weather finally cleared up. We had a beautiful sunny day and we got to go walk on the beach. And I had to load up on the sunscreen. And there's no way body wipes are going to wipe all that sunscreen off of me. So I actually had to take a second shower today. Again, doing my best not to touch the shower curtain or the walls because that would squeeze me out. But I didn't wash my hair at that time, so it wasn't that big of an issue.
Some of our live studio audience that has joined us here at Docs has weighed in on this subject. Maybe I can read some of the comments for discussion.
If you find it necessary.
Okay. Our friend Tina says the V is a self-cleaning oven. Our friend Dee Dee says the V is a self-cleaning organ. Our friend Jennifer says change your voice when you say vagina. Our friend Rebecca says run a rag through it.
Okay, I think what the confusion is
Dee Dee also says ain't nobody needing to get up in there is all I'm saying.
Look, there's a difference between washing yourself and douching, and I think that's where don't even start.
We're in a restaurant.
Nobody's listening to me. There is a difference between washing yourself and douching, ladies, and I think that's where the confusion is coming in. Feminine hygiene wash is just liquid body wash. That's all it is. Nobody's shoving nothing up in anywhere.
I was told I could not use this.
Well, you were told wrong. You were told wrong. I could use your men's body wash.
So it's okay.
I don't want to smell like that.
So it's okay that my bottom smells like island breeze.
Yes, I would prefer it.
You would prefer that than it smelling like black ice? Like when I
normally smells.
What does that mean?
Oh my gosh.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
What does that mean?
All right, I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. So that was the whole taking a shower talk. It went fine. I've taken 2 body wipes for the rest of the trip because we're leaving tomorrow. So I'm going to wipe down really good and we're going to hit the road. Right, babe?
I have some shampoo called Hello Moisture.
You do. You do. That is true.
Hello Moisture.
Anyway, let's get this back on track. This is taking a very seedy turn.
Too many hot toddies.
So yesterday, Alan and I were looking out our window because that's what you do when you're in an RV. You're sitting in your RV and you're drinking coffee or you're checking social media or playing Battleship. I got Alan to play Battleship with me today. We'll get into that in a minute. But we noticed our next door neighbor, our RV neighbor, she was just like taking everything out. Everything was coming out, big boxes and everything. And she sent her kids to take showers. And I thought, well, maybe she's just really efficient. And remember we had this conversation because we were trying to figure out what she was doing. She was taking everything out of her RV. I said, maybe she's just one of those people that needs to get really, really reorganized and repacked before she goes home. So that's all we thought about it. Well, then this morning, Alan goes outside and she says
the whole bottom of my RV fell out.
the whole bottom of her RV fell
And
out.
I was mistaken. We were asked on the stereo that we recorded last night if she was with somebody. This individual is by herself.
We think she's a single mom of 2.
With children.
They seem to be about, I'd say, 10 years old.
Yeah.
They might have been twins, a boy and a
Yeah.
girl maybe, because they looked about the same age.
But I was talking to her and she said, this is my first RV trip.
Single mom.
I just bought this RV, okay? And I'm sitting here and the bottom of it falls out. So
She was apologizing. She said, I hope y'all didn't hear me cussing last night. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't hear anything.
So apparently I didn't ask her all the details, but it sounds like the water tanks where the waste goes, so the gray water and the black water, it sounds like they were not supported from underneath.
There was a beam
that was missing or something, and those tanks fell through the floor, which caused a huge mess and fell into her storage compartment where she had a bunch of stuff stored.
All of her stuff was stored, and the sewage water went
Yeah.
on her stuff. So this morning when we woke up, she's out there hosing like a fiend. She was hosing. I told Alan I would just throw it all away and start over. That's a scrap heap to me. But so she was out there all morning hosing. And then finally this truck comes, this man, and it was like an RV repair shop.
Mobile RV repair,
Mobile
yeah.
RV repair. Not one truck came, not
3.
2. 3 came because this was such a huge mess. And they told her basically there was a brace that was supposed to be installed to basically keep the waste tank supported or
Yeah.
to separate them or something, and it just wasn't there. And she said her tanks were only about half full. She didn't think that was a big deal, but apparently the weight of them just gave through. And Alan immediately checked our tanks and made sure we weren't.
Yeah, I asked her, I said, you're probably pretty upset with your dealer, right? And her attitude was pretty good. She said, well, I'm just glad it didn't happen to us while I was driving, on the road. And she said, I'm just happy they got it fixed, and now we're here until Friday and we can enjoy the rest of our vacation. So she had a pretty good attitude.
What a good attitude,
She
right?
even had, that thing was brand new. I mean, she had paper plates on the trailer. So, I mean, she just bought this thing. I would be livid if that happened.
I know.
I would
she
be
was
livid.
on her own, and those kids were helping her. And I told Alan, Cole would be helping us. Cole,
I don't think
our one child would be helping us. The other 2 would be pouting and crying.
Yeah.
There would be no doubt about it.
Somehow it'd have been our fault.
No doubt about it. Emma Kellie would have been arms folded,
Yeah.
mad, pouting, and Dylan would be crying. The Cole would be just like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cole would be helping us, wouldn't he?
Yeah. But
Good
they got it fixed.
They
Fortunately, but y'all were asking, I think somebody was asking for an RV story last time, a bad one. And
That was the bad one.
we really haven't noticed anything other than that. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really been out. I think what happens a lot of times at campgrounds is people, they stay for a while and they camp out and they get to know each other. But the weather here has been kind of yucky, so people haven't been really doing that. And this campground we're at the Padre Valley. I can never remember that. Padre Valley. It is right on the beach, right next to the beach. And nobody's just kind of like, I guess they're all at the beach. They're not hanging out by their campers. So we haven't gotten to meet everybody. So I haven't gotten that community feel like other people talk about. So we don't really have any great stories, except we had some were they podcast listeners or radio listeners that came and knocked on our door. I don't know how they knew us, but they just were listeners. They knew we were there. And they went out fishing yesterday and caught shark.
Yeah.
And they were so sweet. They came over and they caught the shark. They had filleted that shark and they had cooked him up and served him for dinner and brought us a plate.
Brought him to us.
So that's so sweet.
Yeah, apparently they go fishing a lot, and he catches a lot of fish.
Yeah, that's what they
But
do
we've
every
seen-
vacation.
Today the weather was beautiful.
Perfect.
Sun was out, and we went to the beach and walked up and down the beach, and there were people fishing. You can take your Jeep or your car or even your RV on the beach,
On the beach.
which is kind of cool.
It was so cool. And people had their dogs.
Lots
out
of
running
dogs,
around.
yeah.
I don't know what the rules are in Corpus Christi for that. I noticed the dogs all had leashes on, but they were running free. So I think there must be a leash law. And they were like, oh, the dog just got away from me, wink, wink, that kind of thing. The dogs were out playing in the surf, and there was just so much life and energy on the beach. I love the fact that you can drive your car right up to the ocean. I
Yeah.
thought that was the coolest thing. It takes a minute to wrap your brain around that if you're not used to it, because I grew up, about an hour outside of Myrtle Beach, and you couldn't do that there. We don't have a deep enough beachfront shoreline to do that. But yeah, it was really cool. The water was a little chilly because it's still early in the year.
There were kids in that
Kids
water.
did not give a rip. They were out there in it, loving it. A lot of people fishing from the
A lot of people
shore.
fishing, yeah.
And music and drinks, and it was just a really good time. So
Did we talk about the aquarium on the last podcast?
I
I don't think we did.
Yeah, yesterday.
So let's talk about the aquarium.
Well, let's talk about the aquarium.
Texas State Aquarium.
Absolutely magical. It was a magical
It was really
experience.
Cool. It really was.
Yeah, they knew we were coming, and the people that visit Corpus Christi arranged for Alan and I to meet the otters.
That was so fun.
I
love those otters.
So sweet.
Merlin, Fisher, and Arthur.
And these are all rescues. The
Thing
about these,
yeah.
Alan just learned there were otters in Texas. He had no idea.
Yeah, there's otters in Texas, East Texas. There's otters.
But these were all rescue otters that were one was only, I think the mother got hit by a car, and they were found, this one was found at 4 weeks old. It was starving to death and didn't know how to nurse or anything. So they had to raise this otter by hand.
Didn't know how to swim.
Didn't even know how to swim. They have to dry it off by towel so it wouldn't freeze. It was so little. But anyway, the thing about when you rescue an animal like this, you're saving their lives, but you can't put them back out in the wild. They don't know how to survive. So they said they've actually tried releasing other sea creatures out to the ocean before, but they always come back because they were like, we love you. But that's what the situation was here. And they were so sweet. And Alan fed the otters, and one was the little one that was rescued at 4 weeks old sucked his thumb.
Yeah.
It was a thumb sucking
That's crazy.
Rescue baby orphan otter. What is sadder or sweeter than that? And then after that, I don't think that experience is available for everybody. Okay, #blessed. We are very lucky.
I think we got the Kellie Rasberry handshake on that.
That was nice. But the other experiences we had, absolutely you can do these. The dolphin experience. And this is not these are also rescue situations. They don't have you swim with the dolphins. They don't do anything like that. And if the dolphins don't feel like messing with you, they don't make them. They don't force them. It's whatever the dolphin wants to do. They are all about. These people are absolutely in love with these dolphins.
They really care for those dolphins.
They care for these dolphins.
You could tell.
It was so beautiful, and anything the dolphins did, it was for their own good. There's one picture you can see with us, and the dolphin is up on the in front of us, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Well, they teach the dolphin to do that because that's the scale. So while the dolphin's up there, they weigh the dolphin because they have to keep track of if it's gaining too much weight or losing too much weight, and they have to correct those things. So everything they do is for a reason.
And they measure their food to the gram.
Yeah.
I mean, they have such a specialized diet, all the dolphins there. Some of the dolphins can't eat whole fish, they need filleted fish.
Because
the bones
teeth
get
issues.
Stuck in their teeth. Yeah. And some of them have to have 300 grams of food, and some need 400 grams. It was just amazing the amount of care and detail that they.
So there weren't show ponies. I mean, they weren't just being forced to do anything. And it's really just a beautiful, beautiful experience if you can do that. And then we got to go out and meet the flamingos, which were fascinating. I've never been that close to a flamingo before, and we fed some flamingos. But I'll tell you what, in my life, I've never seen a walking fish.
That thing was wild.
They have 2 walking fish at the Texas State Aquarium in Corpus Christi. It looks like a walrus fish, if that makes sense to you.
To me, it was
like its fins kind of bow out like a walrus does.
Yeah.
But then it has 2 very strong-looking flipper fins that go down and they walk. It's the craziest thing.
To me, it looked like a cross between a frog, a fish, and a walrus, and something
like a horned toad. It was like a hard shell looking thing.
Such a strange,
the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And then if you look at our Instagram too, you see Alan and I have our heads in these bubbles because you go up on your knees and you get in there and it's like you're in the aquarium with these things. And Alan keeps telling me these were fish, but they look like
fish.
worms.
They were fish.
And I thought they were sticks poking up out of the sand, but they were these fish that kept rising up. It was like whack-a-moles. They'd rise up and they go back down. And when you got in that bubble, you could see all the baby ones. It was the coolest thing. I've never seen these things in my life. And I don't know if they have them at other aquariums. They very well may. But the Texas State Aquarium, if you come to Corpus Christi, you absolutely have to go and do this tour.
It was fun. That was a blast. I really enjoyed it, especially those otters.
That was so
I mean, I don't get blown away by stuff, but those otters were so cool.
And then they released them back out. They were like on a break or they were getting their feeding time and they went back out. They played and played. It reminded us of our boys wrestling all the time.
They're so graceful.
They're so graceful and so beautiful.
Our boys aren't, but
they aren't. They just played. It was so beautiful. So highly recommend doing that, whether it's rain or shine. And we were lucky because the weather was kind of yucky. Not really a great beach day for us. We're like, that's okay. We'll go to the aquarium.
Yeah.
And then the day before, we did the USS Lexington. So a lot of stuff to do. I mean, you know, when you go to the beach, the weather's not always going to cooperate. And there's always so many other things you can do.
Well, I've really enjoyed our time here. I mean, I think we've done enough to where we feel like we've gotten out of the RV, but then the time in the RV, I think, has been pretty relaxing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like we've been in a big rush to do anything, right?
No, we haven't had any real schedule. And today, you know, Alan's not really feeling great. I know we're all teasing him, but he really is.
I'm all right. Fine.
But today, you know, we got up, we kind of slept in a little bit, and he was still kind of, you know, chunky in his throat and stuff. So we got up and he made breakfast as he's done every day for me, and a French press coffee.
Bacon and egg fried rice this morning.
Yes, he made fried rice with bacon and eggs because we had leftovers and stuff.
Chef Alonzo.
He did a great job. And he's like, I think I'm going to lay down just for another minute. And I think he took a 2-hour nap.
Wow.
Yeah, he just passed out and it was fine. You know, because I've been trying to catch up on I got really behind on my Bible reading. So I sat there and caught up on my Bible reading with the Bible recap and Carolee Cobble. And it's been really good. So it's just been a great experience and capped off by a wonderful dinner at Doc's.
And guys, here's a peek behind the kimono. So Kellie got on her phone, unprompted by me, and starts searching for Tiffin RVs.
That's because one drove by.
So she's on there surfing Tiffin RVs, telling me, hey, look, babe, look at this one. And then showing me the pictures and like, oh, hey, babe, look at this one. This one costs such and such. And, oh, hey, here's a 2019 and it costs such and such. Oh, look, babe. Oh, look at the bathroom. Oh, look at the kitchen.
Okay, because one happened to pull up next to us.
Unprompted by me.
And I was curious. I wonder what that one is. And I looked it up. It was really expensive. A new one was about, what was it, like $350,000, $400,000. We ain't doing that. But they had some of them they were like 2009 models that were like $165,000.
2000. They weren't that old.
Some of them were.
No.
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, I was
just looking. I was curious. It's like when I was a little girl and we, you know, on the weekends in Florence, South Carolina, we'd go out and look at all the mobile homes. We had mobile home lots and we would go and look at them. And I was a little girl. It was my favorite thing in the world to do. And looking in these motorhomes, I just find fascinating because it's like tiny houses on HGTV and TLC now. You know, it's like how you could make it so efficient and so glamorous and luxurious. I'm telling you, some of these mobile homes now, when you in Florence, South Carolina, they had 2-story mobile homes. They had mobile homes with garden tubs, fancy stuff. So, I mean, it's just a mobile home on wheels.
See, so here's
my
what
dream used to be to live in a mobile home. And I don't care if y'all make fun of me. It used to be my dream. My girlfriend Diana's mother lived in a mobile home in a beautiful mobile home community. And we would go out by the Florence airport. There used to be row after row after row of mobile home sales lots. And on Sundays, we would go and look at them. It's like, you know, going to open houses. We'd go to mobile homes.
So here's what Kellie's honed in on. I've noticed. She likes the big, I don't even know what they're called, but they look like a Greyhound bus. Okay, they're huge. They've got 2 wheels in the back, like dualies, 2 sets of dualies in the back, and it's a bus shape. And she also likes ones that are like black and brown or silver and black or black and red. She likes the dark colors. And then the amenities, she wants a dishwasher and she wants a washer and dryer.
Stackable.
and then she wants a really big bathroom.
Yes.
That's what she requires in her
But
RV.
But this is just talk because we're not going to do it.
This was talk that wasn't started by me.
But I took you to an RV show on a date, honey. I'm like playing along. It's fine.
I think Kelly has the bug.
I don't have the bug.
I think you got the RV bug.
I don't mind it. And I told Alan, for 1 week, like we're doing it, fine. But if we were doing any more than a week, this little RV ain't it. This ain't it. You have to be bigger. And
I agree with you.
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
I don't mean to sound snooty or anything.
No, I'm with you on that.
All right. Well, let me tell you real quick about another longtime sponsor of our Sandwich and Lovin' podcast, Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Let's face it, taking trips to the post office, probably not how you want to spend your time. That's why if you're a business owner, no matter what size, we recommend mailing and shipping online at Stamps.com, because anything you can do at the post office, and now UPS shipping, you can do with just a few clicks on your keyboard. You can get anything ready to mail and ship anytime, anywhere in the world, right from your computer. Letters, great big packages, and you'll pay a lot less with discounted rates from the U.S. Post Office, UPS, and more. It's already saved thousands of businesses hours and tons of money. With Stamps.com, it's really a no-brainer. We're talking discounts of up to 40% off post office rates, up to 62% off UPS shipping rates, not to mention Stamps.com is just a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. Look, if you're a small business owner or a large business owner, one of the two most important things is how am I going to become more efficient and how I'm going to save money. And with Stamps.com, you can check both those things off your list.
So stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. And with our promo code SANDWICH, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in SANDWICH. That's Stamps.com, promo code SANDWICH. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again.
Boom. All right. I think we've talked a lot about RV life. Hashtag RV life. Hashtag RV life is the best life. Is that right?
Yes, or hashtag RV life is the life for me.
Is that another one?
Yes.
That's a long one. I ain't got time for all that. Listen, I found something really cool that has nothing to do with RV life that I want to talk about on the podcast.
You have show content.
Some of y'all are like, I'm over their RV talk, okay?
Wow.
After all the vagina wash and the shower talk, what else is there left to say?
You have to change your voice.
So look what it came out today. Names.org has released the names of the predictions for the most popular baby names of 2021. So if you're pregnant or if you know somebody who's pregnant, I get DMs all the time because I love baby names. I love baby names. And people ask me, Kelly, what's your favorite baby name right now? Because I'm trying to think of a good baby name. I love that. Keep asking. I will be happy to share.
Can I ask a question real quick
what?
Before we start this? Why do you never see a little baby named like Harold or Arnold or Walter or...
You do, though, because you were, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was a baby once.
Yeah, but they probably called him Arnie.
I don't know. But listen to this,
okay?
So this list is based on Social Security Administration trends, because, babies all have to have Social Security numbers, so they're going by what they're seeing coming through the Social Security office. Also, the interest they're getting from millions of people who visit names.org every month. Okay, so this for boys, the number one name, the prediction right now, Liam. Liam's number one, followed by Noah, Oliver, Elijah, Lucas, James, William, Benjamin, Henry, and Mateo. Henry and Mateo are number 9 and number 10, and that's their first time both of those names have made the top 10. Now coming just outside of the top 10, just shy of making the top 10, Sebastian, Levi, and Theodore. So those names are rising in popularity. Names that are just outside the top 10 that are losing popularity, Ethan, Alexander, and Jackson. So we know a lot of boys that were named Jackson. That used to be a top 10er, but it's declining in popularity. So if you're thinking of little boys' names, those are your most popular and the ones that are either gaining or losing popularity. Now, the fastest growing names for boys on the list: Miles, Luca, Theodore, Leo, and Maverick. How about that?
To each his own.
I know. I think I could probably figure out a baby name for all of those. All right. So here's for girls. Number 1 on the list for 2021, Olivia. Followed by Emma. That used to be number 1 for many, many years. That's my daughter's name. Thanks to Friends, Emma became the number 1 most popular name in the world.
Yep.
Number 3 is Amelia.
My mom's name.
Yeah. Number 4, Charlotte. Followed by Ava, Sophia, Isabella, Mia, Evelyn, and Harper. I had an Aunt Evelyn, so that's an older name that's also making a return.
Okay.
All right, by the way, Amelia jumped in popularity from 7th place to 3rd place.
Wow.
So Amelia's making a real come up.
Those are old names.
Yeah, old names are always
Emma
coming.
is, Amelia,
yeah.
Olivia.
Evelyn. All right, so just outside the top 10.
Isabella. I like Isabella. That's pretty.
Just outside the top 10, but rising. They may make the top 10 next year. We'll see. Luna, Camila, Penelope, and Aria. And just outside the top 10, but falling in popularity, Ella and Abigail.
You know, you can't win with baby names.
But these are still in the top. Like,
I know, but I could say something about every one of those names, and then I'd probably piss somebody off because they have a kid named that, or that's their name.
Or that's their favorite name. And these are the fastest growing names for little girls. Luna, Amelia with an E, not an A. Amelia is on the list. We were saying Amelia is number 3. This is Amelia with an E. And I think that's from because of the girl from Game of Thrones. Willow. Is it Isla or Isla?
Isla.
It's Isla?
I think.
Is it Isla Fisher or Isla Fisher? I think that's Isla. ISLA.
If you have to, here's the thing: if you have to ask how to pronounce it,
I don't know.
Don't name your kid that.
It's ISLA.
Yeah.
And Violet. Our niece Violet.
My niece, yeah.
So those are growing in pop. The fastest growing names. So there you go. If you're thinking of baby names, play around with those. I just love that.
That is
stuff.
right. People love lists.
I love baby names.
You know, in a prior life, I've been previously married.
I heard.
Yes. And when I was at the age when I was involved with naming kids, me and my ex-wife never told anybody the names that we were considering. Because if we told anybody, they would have an opinion. Right. And we didn't care what anyone's opinion was. The only opinions we cared about were our opinions. So the way they found out what the names of the children were when they came to the hospital and meet Brooke, meet Cole, meet Dylan. And that was it, because
even your parents, you didn't tell them?
Didn't tell a soul.
See, I had my daughter's name picked out when I was in 6th grade, Emma Kellie. I knew it. That was all it was going to be. Now, if I had a boy, I wasn't really sure, but I was leaning toward Nicholas Kelly. It was going to have to be Kelly because Kelly's a family name that gets passed down. Nobody ever said anything to me about it.
Well,
I already had my mind made up from 6th grade, and there was nothing anybody was going to say to change my mind.
Not only did we not tell the names, we never knew the sex either.
You were surprised all 3 times?
Yeah, all 3 times.
Why?
Why not?
Oh,
why do you have to know?
I am so glad I didn't have a baby with you.
We've had this debate before. What's the only reason people find out? The nursery colors.
And to shop, baby
and
clothes,
to shop,
and to pick a name.
All that can be done after.
No.
And you can always have. You can always have. Me. No, it wouldn't. Yes, it would not kill you. It wouldn't kill you at all.
It would kill my spirit.
No, it wouldn't kill you. It wouldn't kill you.
Alan, I would have to know.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
I would be just as surprised on the day I find out at the little X-ray gender reveal as I would be the day the baby was born.
I wouldn't.
I would be just as thrilled that day.
I wouldn't.
Well, then I would just keep it a secret from you. And you'd be like, why are you buying all this pink stuff?
Why would you need to know? And then why would I?
I want to know.
Why?
I just told you.
Because
the curiosity would be too much for me. I want to know.
So the technology exists. So that means you should find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. This is why we're not going to have a kid together.
That's why. You're going to be glad we didn't have a kid together then.
Why is that?
Because I would find out, and then you'd be all mad at me.
You ain't going to find out. If I say you don't find out.
Oh, please. Are you raising your pimp hand strong? Is that what you say?
Wave my pimp hand strong.
Waving your pimp hand strong. See, I don't even know. All right. Well, good thing that's not going to be an issue for us.
No,
We have beautiful, healthy children that all have perfect names for the little perfect personalities.
I love all the kids' names.
I do too. All right, honey. Listen, I'm seriously, I'm so full. I want to go lie down in the RV. And fortunately for me, it's right across the parking lot.
Yeah, I can actually see it from here. There it is, right there.
There it is in all its
it.
glory.
Yes.
Our home for the past week, at least for one more night. And I've had a lot of fun with you, honey. Thanks for taking me on this adventure. I've done a lot of things for the first time with you, and this is one of them.
Well, seriously, I hope you had a good time. I think Kellie has had a good time. I can tell. I think she's had more fun than she thought she would have, which was my only hope. Because that was my experience last year with my mom and dad and the boys, was we all just had much more fun than we actually thought it would be.
Yeah.
And we still talk about it today. So hopefully you'll think about it someday. You'll look back and say, hey, remember when we went on the RV trip and we
ate till we threw up?
Ate till we were so bloated.
Well, here's 2 things we forgot to get to real quick on the podcast. Alan, when we were shopping to come on the RV trip, was like, did you get the Vienna sausages? No, I did not. I forgot. So Alan goes back to the store and buys 4 cans of Vienna sausages, right? Libby's chicken Vienna sausages. And they sat there and sat there and sat there until finally last night I said, oh, all these Vienna sausages you pitched such a fit over. You haven't even touched them.
I didn't pitch a fit.
So Alan's like, I'm going to have a can right now.
I'm being misrepresented.
And so then he opens up the can, he pops it off, and he was shocked to find the middle wiener's missing.
I was missing my wiener, my middle wiener.
You know how the Vienna sausages always has the ring of wieners and then the one in the middle?
They didn't give me a middle wiener.
The middle wiener was gone. Are they cutting costs so much they are cutting out the middle wiener? That is our question. We haven't opened another can to find out if that was just a one-time thing or if that's the way they're doing it now.
And I'll tell you what, people look at Vienna sausages kind of like they look at the Dallas Cowboys or Donald Trump. You either love him or you hate him. They either love the Vienna sausage or they give me the puking emoji.
I loved it when I was a kid. There's a lot of things I loved when I was a kid that I kind of lost my taste for as an adult. And the other thing, I brought 3 games to play, and we hadn't played any games. And I said, Alan, I want to play a game. And he huffed and puffed and didn't want to do it. And I finally stuck my bottom lip out. He gave in and said, okay, we'll play a game. What do you want to play? We played Battleship. I haven't played Battleship since I was a kid. I loved playing Battleship when I was a kid. And guess what? Tell him, Alan.
What?
Tell him.
You sunk all my ships.
I sunk Alan's battleships. I won.
Yeah.
And then I said, let's play again. He said, no.
I said, I gotta go.
Done.
I gotta go take a walk.
Yeah, he took a walk to go poop.
I didn't know I took a walk to go take the trash out.
And then he went to go poop.
Okay. All right.
But at least he played one game with me.
I did.
Hashtag RV life. And that's it.
RV life is the life for me.
That's all I got, babe.
All right, babe. Well, that was
I'm
good.
seriously so full, I don't think I can talk anymore.
Yeah, I'm about to pop.
I'm really so sick.
I think I need one more hot
It was
toddy.
delicious, and I loved it. And thank you, Docs, for letting us do our podcast from here tonight. If you come to Corpus Christi, please make this on your list of things to do. It's such a wonderful experience. Live music, a beautiful. Make sure you come at sunset. You don't want to miss that.
We got some beautiful pictures of the sunset. Yeah. Check it out. It's a fun place.
And thank you to Visit Corpus Christi for directing us in the right way we should go. They had all these wonderful recommendations. You can go to their website and they have all the recommendations where you can stay and what you can do while you're here. And if you ever make Corpus Christi your destination for vacation.
I'm gonna bring the kids back here someday.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a must do.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately, especially our live studio audience who tuned in here in Corpus Christi. How about that? Got a little smaller audience, but we have a very loyal audience that followed us here.
We do.
So we appreciate y'all. And thank you to Docs. Thank you to the Corpus Christi, Texas State Aquarium.
Texas State Aquarium.
And
the USS Lexington.
the USS Lexington.
And the Padre Valley
RV
Resort. I think we got everybody.
I think we got it all. All right, babe. Next podcast, we'll be back in the mothership. We'll be back at Evans Manor, podcasting real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.
Okay, do you want to do the stereo on here?
Yeah, just
Okay.
do it all one time.
Okay, let's see. How do we start? How do we do something different? Why don't you start this one? Because I've started every one of them.
How do you
I always say we love doing, we do sandwiches with Lovin. We decided that we want to talk to you some more.
All right. If you're a faithful podcast listener of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', you know Kellie and I love to talk. One of us talks a lot more than the other.
Alan!
But we both love to talk. And sometimes we have more to say.
We do.
Which is why we've started Stereo.
Yeah, Stereo. It's a free app you can download, and it's basically a conversation app because, like Alan said, I talk a lot, and we want to hear from you too, and Alan. So all you have to do is download the Stereo app absolutely free. Follow Alan
at the Alonzo 1971.
And follow me at Kellie Rasberry. And then you can participate in the conversation. We'll answer your questions in real time. It's sort of like a little back and forth. Last Stereo, we had so much fun with all of you. And we hope we can do it again every week. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central. Every Tuesday night on Stereo. So go ahead and download the app right now. The Stereo app is free. Follow me at Kellie Rasberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
And we'll see you Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central on Stereo. All right, we got to do now the, if you missed last week, this is what you missed.
Okay. You gonna start it?
I start it all the time. Do you want me to this time? I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay. All right, the fun does not stop with the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. We are now on Stereo. We come to you even more because we can't get enough of you. We just want to keep talking to you, and we want you to be a part of the conversation with the Stereo app. Now, if you did not miss, let's do this one over. Sorry, Blake. Let me start this one over. How did I start it?
We've been having so much fun on the podcast.
You know, we have so much fun doing the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast with you twice a week. That's just not enough. We want to talk even more with you. That's why we are on the Stereo app, which is absolutely free, a little conversation app. If you follow me at Kellie Rasberry and you follow Alan at
the Alonzo 1971,
you can be a part of the fun every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. And here's a little bit of what you might have missed last Tuesday night. So don't miss a minute of the fun. This coming Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be there the same time, same place on Stereo. All right.
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh, sure.
Jen wants a picture of y'all.
Just pretend like we're talking.
Smile. We can smile for it, right?
Yeah, because then your mouth's gonna be open.
Oh, you don't want us to talk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's like,
Oh, we're going to pretend now that we're doing the commercial because Alan is going to just look at me while I talk because I do all the talking, right, babe? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. You going to stop it?
Yeah, we done.
We're done. And pray to God the wind wasn't a problem.
0513.
Now you write something down?
That should be it.
Oh, y'all, seriously, if I burp, I think I'm going to throw up.
Oh.
I've eaten so much.
Who's dropping dimes? Who's dropping dimes, y'all? Babe, you look miserable.
I'm so full. I'm sick. And then I just drank a ton of water while we were doing the podcast. I'm so thirsty.
I need a Diet Coke.
Oh. Y'all, please join us Tuesday nights on Stereo. If y'all don't join us, we don't have anything. You know, they're trying to build this Stereo audience, and y'all are the reason. Because what happens is on Stereo, you could go there right now, and there are people having conversations, and it's like if you don't like the conversation, you just swipe and you go to the next conversation. And so hopefully people will stop on ours and stay. That's the whole point, right? So, but y'all make it fun. Y'all were so smart with your little comments and jokes. It was great.
Doing bits.
We love it.
I just want to know, is the V a self-cleaning organ?
Oh, hey.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, that's okay. We just finished. Well, we do a podcast. Yeah, it's called A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. And we're just on vacation, so we did it here. They let us do it here. Yeah, we just finished. We recorded on a YouTube channel, and so we have like a chat room. So they're talking while we're talking. It's great.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's fine.
No,
No,
it's all
it's
right.
absolutely fine. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Oh,
Did y'all go to the aquarium?
So yeah, I mean, I've done the dolphin tours here, times over, and been to the aquarium here.
Yes.
it's great.
Yeah, the aquarium is where we saw the dolphin. Who did 2 Diet Cokes? Yeah. Thank you.
Did we want me dessert? I know Jen was talking about dessert.
I know she was talking about it, but I think I'm going to throw up if I eat another thing right
No
now.
worries.
I'm so
No
full.
worries, no worries.
It was so
I guess
good,
so.
but I just don't think I have any room for anything else. But that Diet Coke would be
And
good.
then to go cup or regular glass?
Regular glasses.
Regular glass is fine. Thank you.
From Dallas, Plano. We live in Plano. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So we just came here. We did an RV trip, and we had to do some work stuff while we were
Yeah,
here.
there's our RV right there.
It's that big box over there. It's fun.
I've never done one before.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how she is. She has to get used to it.
That's my first time ever, you know. Yeah, you're him in the relationship.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I get. Ugh. Right.
Oh, that's great. Aw, that's cute. Well, thank you for being such a good audience.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hopefully
Thank
not.
you.
Hopefully we weren't too lewd. No? Okay.
We tried to keep it down. Well, hopefully you'll find our podcast and you'll listen to it. Well,
Yeah.
but the podcast is on iTunes or whatever, or you can follow on the YouTube channel, but the podcast is A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Yeah.
You want to see? Come on over here. Come say hi.
Hi, are you live streaming?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
What's your name?
My name is
Jackson.
How
Jackson.
many subs do you
How many what?
have?
What
We
are
have like
subs?
about 3,000, I think.
Oh, subscribers?
But there's about
I don't
50
know what that
people
means.
on here right now.
Yeah, there's only about 50 watching us right now.
See them?
They're saying hi. Hey, Jackson. Hi, Jackson.
You see they're saying hi.
Oh, they're saying hi.
Yeah. See everybody saying hi to you.
Cool.
What are we? Chopped liver?
Yeah, what am I? Chopped liver?
What's the stream about?
We just talk about our families because, you know, I used to be married before and he used to be married before, and now we're married to each other with our kids. and
Can I
stuff.
give you guys a shout out?
Yes, you can.
Like and subscribe.
Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe. Nice.
Good.
Like
Very-
and subscribe.
Very good.
That's a seal of approval from Jackson.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, they said you have all the lingo, they say. There you go. Jackson is their new favorite. How about that? Jackson is my new fave. What's your name? This is Josh, everybody.
Everyone now, you can say
Josh?
Jackson and Josh.
There's
Jackson
Josh.
and Josh, just like your own TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're our new PR guy. You know what that means?
What?
You're our public relations.
Public relations.
man. You're going to be promoting us.
You can be our
You do
hype
such a
man.
good job.
Or you can be our hype man. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Someone said,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Someone said, get that boy some merch.
Get him
Give you
some
some
merch.
merch. I know.
Give me some
If we had some merch, with us, we would absolutely give you something. We don't have anything with us.
What do you think?
They're saying hi, Josh. They said you're both handsome and sweet boys. It says.
Handsome and sweet. That's a good combo, man.
That's right. All right. Thank y'all. We're done. We're
We leave
going home
tomorrow
tomorrow.
morning. Yeah, we
Yeah, we just got here today.
we were in Fredericksburg for a
You're
couple of
lucky
days.
the weather has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We loved it. It was great. Yeah,
Well, the
we
weather's
loved it.
been terrible until today. So you got lucky.
Yeah, and then the next few days is going to be in the 70s.
Yeah, but the sun will be out, I hope.
And some will be out next
'Cause it's
Yeah.
been nothing but cloud and fog for the whole time until today. So, yeah, it was a beautiful day today.
Wait, are you guys
It's
doing
a good day.
vacation?
We are on vacation. We're going home tomorrow.
It's over.
Wait, do you have
We're going
beach
home tomorrow.
house? I already had that.
No, we're
had
in an
that?
RV.
I had
It's
that.
over there in the parking lot. I wish we had a beach house. Do we look rich?
Yeah, I kept passing him
We look like we have a lot of money for a
I
beach
was
house.
wondering what you were doing. I thought you were looking at something, but you weren't.
Yeah, nothing
No.
too interesting.
It was so nice meeting you guys.
Y'all too.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
you. Everybody's speaking to the boys.
Oh, good. Thank you. Well, have a nice time. It's great to meet
Say
you.
bye. I know a lot of apps open.
I
You
got a
need
lot
to
of
close
stuff.
some.
Have fun,
Bye.
boys. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, new listener, guys. Might be a new friend of ours.
And that's how we get new podcast listeners.
One by
One
one.
at a time.
Guerrilla marketing. Boots on the ground. We are boots on the ground. All
My
right.
stomach hurts.
Whoa.
I'm serious. If I stuck my finger in my throat, it would be
Whoa.
like bad. I'm so full.
Hey, the rule still applies. No number 2 in the RV.
Oh no. All right, let's go.
Well, should I upload this here or
Whatever you think is.
at the RV?
Whatever you think.
Let me see what I can do here. Oh boy. Let's see. Hold on, guys. It's that way. 053.
And I just copied and pasted that call to action on Limscape. I did not edit it in any way, so it was written poorly. I'm sorry.
I just read the copy,
I know
asshole.
you just take it for granted that it'll be written correctly.
Well, I don't know. Let's see what's going on back here.
All right, y'all.
They're saying I put the V in RV. What does that mean?
The valor,
The vigor.
the vest, them.
Beauty said, Alan, you know. All I know is I have shampoo that says hello moisture.
I need to check.
I need a check. I need a bed.
Oh, this is the to-go box. Our food, our food's been sitting there.
Oh.
Put it in there. Just, you know.
Here, talk to everybody while I do that.
Oh, that's a good angle.
Hello, Fresh.
Why are 46 of y'all still here?
Because they like you.
Just kidding.
They like you, Evans.
Jackson's already gone. Josh and Jackson had to go. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the trip, but it's over. I'm ready to go. In a week's enough. I mean, I'm not like miserable, but I'm ready to get home. I want to get in my own bed. I want to take a shower in my own shower. I want to see our dogs and our kids, and everything's kind of wet because the air here is so wet. It's not dry in our camper. I was like, I want to go home. I love y'all do all this, but it sucks y'all don't get a real vacation, not podcasting or podcasting. It's really okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, Alan, do you feel like it's a real hassle for us to do this kind of stuff when we're on vacation? It's not bad. I mean,
I don't think it's a hassle.
We got to do some really cool things because of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not a hassle. We think it's. I think it's fun.
Sherry's Pet Spa watches our dogs. She does grooming and boarding there, and she's really good to our dogs. And they have like a big play area that all the dogs get to play together during the day, so they're not just in kennels all day, which is really nice. Our dogs love it there. They never get anxiety. They always go in very happy, don't they?
Yeah.
They're very happy there. It's just not cheap. So, yeah, it's fun, Michael. We should log off sometime. Yeah, we do. We do. It's like we could, like Alan and I were talking about, we could have pre-recorded podcasts. We have podcasts we have to do, but we could always pre-record them if we have to go somewhere and we won't be able to, if we're going to go, I don't know. If we ever just really want to disconnect for a week, we could just pre-record everything.
Well, will we do that in Mexico or wherever we go in
I
December?
don't know. We haven't decided that yet. Our dogs are fine during thunderstorms. We don't have problems with that. We haven't had our dogs have a problem with thunderstorms.
Well, they don't care.
They don't seem to care. Basic Dallas Blonde was talking to me about Mexico, telling me to go. Come on, Michael. Come on, Michael. You know you want to go. Well, you're welcome. I'm just waiting for the check because we're about to log off here, so I need to go home. I need to take an
Put your stretchy pants on.
I need to put my stretchy pants on, and I need to. Yeah, I think we're just to check whenever you're ready.
It's actually on the house.
No!
It's on the house.
We can't do that.
We can't do that. We ate and drank too much.
You
You just work here.
Yeah, it's on my pay grade.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Well, thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
That was
we certainly
above.
weren't
That
expecting
was
you to do
not
that.
expected. They're still here. We'll be able to thank them on the way out, right?
I'll tell Jennifer about it.
Please do. Yeah, we need to give her her hotspot back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have cash for his tip, right?
Tina's like, leave a big tip. We don't tip. We're not real tippers. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. See how nice people are?
Big comp. Got the Kellie Rasberry
Did that
discount
get
on that
done?
one. Well, I'll do it back at the. I'll do it at the RV bay.
Is it done?
'Cause- No, I haven't started, and it could take an hour, so I'll just do it when we get back. Huh? Senior big tip.
Big tip. You need it. Is that too much? Too little? We drank a lot. Y'all, I'm so full. I'm like physically sick. Ugh. I don't think I've eaten like that in a while.
We're done, but we.
I'm gonna let everybody see your face.
But
It's
we-
left. Everybody's starting to sign off. We're telling everybody this is the face you look for with or without. Take your mask down. Say, there she is. This has been the best experience. And where's our waiter? Oh, he's over there. Over here. Y'all have to come and eat at sunset. Take your little mask down so they can see you. That's everybody's left.
This is our
The
guy.
best way. What's your name again?
Grant.
Grant. You have to ask for Grant. and tip him really well because we're terrible tippers, and y'all need to make up for that. We're the worst. No, y'all are so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
I am
much.
so
thank y'all
full,
so much.
and I would love to come back when I don't gorge and have that dessert. I just can't. I'm like,
I don't blame you.
if I eat
Well,
one more
that gives
thing,
the perfect excuse then to come back.
it's like we both needed a Diet Coke just to kind of like, you know how you need that fizz.
Yeah.
It's our
Yeah.
dessert. We're too full to eat anything.
No, we'll come back. We want to bring the boys and
Yeah.
my,
Okay.
my
Sure.
daughter. She's not as much fun as the boys, but
Yeah, no.
we'll bring her
Same with Betty.
too.
What is she?
14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we'll make her come. She'll have a good time.
My niece is.
Well, 8. She'll be
Oh,
born
okay.
tonight.
Okay, yeah. And my sister-in-law calls me almost daily. Is my daughter supposed to hate me this much? Yes, she is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a few more years of that.
No, they're good. It's
Yeah.
just their
Yeah.
hormones are all over the place,
Yeah, you're not very cool.
and I'm too big.
Yeah. You don't know.
And they're mean.
I'm so mean. I'm so mean.
Do you have sisters?
No, I have a little brother.
My
But
daughter is a sophomore in college now, so she loves me now.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
right.
come back
Yeah,
around.
it's so
when it
nice.
hits that spike,
Yeah,
I'm
it's so
hopeful.
nice.
I'm
Right when I
hopeful.
started liking her, she moved out. I was like, how does this work?
Oh, there's one comedian that I was listening to. She's a Southern comedian. I can't remember her name right now. And she said she believes that God makes our teenage daughters become just little terrors.
Yes.
So it makes it easier when they leave.
Yeah.
You're like, so it's not as heartbreaking when they leave. You're like, good. You
So
know,
true.
I don't know.
That's
She
so
says it a lot better than I do because she's a comedian. But I started to kind of believe that. Maybe it is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what happened with mine. Her senior year, it was really like right the month she graduated. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. It happened overnight. She grew up and she started being more mature and like I said, right? Like literally the month I started liking her.
I think when they go off to college too, they realize how well they had it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're gonna pay out here. So say goodbye to them so you can get your hotspot back.
yeah, you need your
I'm gonna go
hotspot.
use the bathroom real quick before we
Okay.
go.
Bye, guys.
Well, Alan, bye y'all. See y'all next week.
See you soon.
And I think I saw them say the bathroom
Yes.
right there. Oh, great.
Right.